This is just a smoking nice example of a card which is very scarce in our market. Easily the best 32 US caramel Ruth that we've ever sold for the grade. This card looks like a near mint or even a little better example in a lot of ways. It's bright, it's fresh, the corners are sharp. The surfaces are really evenly toned in that sepia look, which sometimes this card will oxidize and generate very dark surfaces and such. This is about as clean and bright as you're ever going to see on the issue. It's a recipient of our exceptional designation, so we're saying top 15%. We try to be conservative in how we assign these stickers. So I mean, to say it's in the top 15%, it's on its worst day, it's in the top 15%. This card looks better than a lot of sixes that exist. From a technical perspective, the only thing we can see that kept it a 4.5, and it's almost impossible to discern. I don't know if I'm going to be able to really show it here in the video, but there is just the subtlest surface wrinkle. It's almost imperceptible that goes right through this area of the card. It's almost impossible to see. From the back, it's you can see it even less. It's very, very subtle, but it's one of those superficial technical flaws that renders a card a lower grade. But from an eye appeal perspective, what you have left is just an amazing investment piece, far better than the grade would suggest, and we sure like those. When it comes to this vintage card grading, I mean, there's this technical aspect which overshadows all the aesthetics. And though the look of the card will always contribute to the grade, when you have these like technical flaws, they have to be considered and they render the grades lower. But the eye appeal just isn't affected sometimes. We really like those cards from an investment perspective. As you can see, all four corners have a little bit of wear, mostly on like the surfaces though. They're still sharp to the corner. But you can see just a little bit of enamel loss on these two right and left corners. Short of that, I mean, it's just a glistening example. If you're in the market for like a really nice looking mid-grade 32 US caramel, it's hard to see this not really just checking every box you could ever hope for. Delighted to have it in the auction.